Hello, my name is James Jameson, and I would like to welcome you to Neighbor Wars. Tuesdays, this fall, A&E, Neighbor Wars. This is fun. So I moved to my own apartment the end of September. The first night here, I was in my room late at night. It was probably like 1:30 at night. And I'm on the phone with a good friend of mine. And you know, when we talk on the phone, we get really loud and sometimes a little obnoxious. I hear a knocking on my window. Now, I didn't have curtains up at this point. All I had was this black blanket that I knotted 2 corners on it and stuck up there to have something to block out the light, and so I could walk around naked for once having my own apartment. I do that a lot. And I hear this banging on my window, and I am half naked because, of course, it's my own apartment and I walk around naked. So I go to pull back the curtain and instead pull the whole thing down. Now I'm in just my underwear underneath sheets, you know, in my bed, and I'm like holding the sheets up, and there's this man standing there. You're screaming. Now, I wasn't screaming, I was just on the phone with my friend, and my room is right on the other side, and I can hear absolutely everything. He could probably hear this right now. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was being so loud. I just moved in. My name is James. And he said, oh, my name is Dexter. Let's call him Dexter, because he has kind of that weird kind of serial killer next door kind of look to him. I talk in my living room now. I don't talk in my bedroom anymore. Another friend of mine helps me bring over some things to the apartment. I needed my TV. I needed my TV stand, a few other things. We unpack everything, and it's about 11 o'clock at night at this point. So she comes in, and we're in my living room. Now, we're not screaming, quote, screaming. It's a nice conversation. There is a knock at my door. Now, I can only fit so many things in my apartment. So on my front porch, which is actually the back porch of this building, because the front door, that's where apartments 1 through 4 have their door. Apartment 5 is in the back. It's like I'm not even a part of the building. It's like I have my own little space, finally. On that back porch, I have a table and a chair. It's nice. He has placed himself so arrogantly in that chair. I can hear you. Of course he can. Of course he can hear me. So I say, my friend was just helping me bring over a few things to the apartment. Well, do you have to move boxes this late at night? Can't you do this at 2 in the afternoon? I have things to do. Yeah, well, so do I. Yeah, well, apparently you're not doing them over here. It's not like quantum physics like I'm doing. His words, not mine. Quantum physics. So he's a brainiac who has completely, at this point, lost his mind. Well, listen, we're not comparing apples and oranges here, I said to him. I don't want to start anything with my neighbors. I mean, I just moved in, and I'm sorry if you can hear things through the walls. Yeah, well, it's not your fault the walls are so thin, so you need to stop apologizing and just be quiet. I don't want to be your friend. And if I have to come over here again, there will be problems. Did he just threaten me? Did he threaten me? Okay, one evening, I go out with friends of mine. We go out to karaoke. It's a lot of fun. We get back at like 1 in the morning, and they had not seen my apartment yet. So I say, come on in. Here, we'll see. This is the kitchen. Here's my bedroom, living room. Come on downstairs. So they stay for like 5 minutes. And on their way out, I'm like, hey, this is pretty awesome. You guys should come over sometime. We'll do dinner. We'll talk and whatnot. From the corner of my eye, I see Dexter. Oh yeah, I see him. So as I'm saying to them, oh yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, well maybe next time you talk a little quieter. Now, I had been at the bar for a few hours that night. I had had a few drinks. So what I said was, you know what, I have to pee really bad, and then I'm going to bed. Oh, you're going to bed? Well, I was in bed, and you woke me up. So I just shut the door. I don't even want to go into all of that. He kicks my door 3 times. Just bang, bang, bang. My friends are right outside, getting into their car. I get a text message. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. This is my neighbor kicking my door. It's okay. So these are the neighbor wars we're dealing with. Now, after he had come and threatened me, if I have to come back over here again, there will be problems, I reported him to the office. Right after he kicked my door, which was on a Friday night, had to wait through the weekend, this past Monday, reported him to the office. They have potentially called him twice. So the day after, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon, I am on the phone with my parents in my bedroom. Hey, so I thought I'd call you and update you on the neighbor situation from next door. He clears his throat. He ahems when he can hear me to let me know in a passive-aggressive manner that, you know what, I don't like what you're doing. So he listens to my conversations. I cannot have any conversations on my phone in my bedroom because he can hear them. Just a couple nights ago, I heard a bang from my front porch and didn't even think anything of it. Went out there a little bit later. It was a little bit windy out, but that's not going to move my one porch chair from just... So now he's throwing my chairs on the front porch. Is this what we have come to? Now, sometimes when I leave the apartment, I will purposely find a paper bag from my cat's favorite store, Trader Joe's, because he knows every time I go to Trader Joe's, I'm going to bring him home a paper bag. And I will leave it somewhere, and I say, Lou, because that's his name, Lou, short for Lapone. I say, you play with this paper bag while I'm gone, and you play with it to your heart's content. But I can hear my neighbors next door peeing, farting. Oh, I made some soup the other night. Had a lot of onions in it. Onions give me gas, and you know what? I farted so loud in my bedroom that I swear I woke him up. When I'm on my laptop, typing and writing, these keys, you can hear through the wall. If he had come to me and said, listen, I live on the other side of that wall, and I can hear you, and I know you're new here, you just moved here, can we work something out? Please. I would have gladly worked with him. But he brought such a negative attitude, and it just completely shut me off of any sort of trying to work with him. So what am I doing now? Well, last night, being as you can hear absolutely everything through my bedroom wall, I decided, if you're going to give me attitude, I'm going to open up a bag of potato chips and eat them. And that's what I did. While I had headphones on with music going, and they're big headphones, and sometimes you can hear like this little bit of music if you're just standing across the room or if you're living on the other side of a wall, and I was ticking away at my computer, and you can hear that too. And you know what I wrote last night? A piece, which I've entitled Potato Chips at 2 a.m. Welcome, welcome, come right in. Just keep it down since the walls are thin. If walls could talk, no need at all, because noises slip right through the wall. My neighbor is an asshole. He hears me talking on the phone, whether friendly conversations or mom and dad back home. Ahem, he says. Ahem, he says quite clearly. Sound that says he hears me. Once, I lived below a porn star, or it sounded like they were one. Pillow pressed against my mouth, trying not to laugh, listening to them come. Did I complain? No. I just listened to their thumping refrain. And it's not sick. It's true. It's funny when it's not you. He's lucky that I'm single, that I rarely mingle. Because when the lights go out, I like to shout like a daft punk. Harder, faster, better, stronger. The landlords know. I told them so. Said they'd give you a ring, put an end to this thing. So for now, it's potato chips at 2 a.m. It's obscene how sour cream and onion can cause such a disturbance. And am I really that bad? The crinkle and crunch are enough to drive anyone mad. What else could I eat so late at night when all is quiet and I want a bite? Maybe walnuts or peanuts. They're noisy as hell. All that work just to get in the shell. I can make popcorn and watch porn. Make corn on the cob, husk that bunch like a noisy slob. Some fresh, crunchy French bread. Snap peas? Enough said. Maybe some crunchy carrots. And you might say, it's not fair, it's 2 a.m. And when my eyes begin to sag, I close up the bag, slowly, carefully, pushing out all the air. I know you're there. And I don't care. I hear you, cat. That was a good take, and you're just meowing right through it. Are you having problems with your neighbors? Are you in the middle of your own neighbor war? Because if you are, please join in on the fun.